Hi, I'm Rachel, and I help aspiring international students to get started with their study abroad journey. Kakagraduate mo pa lang ba ng K12 or senior high school? Ano na nga ba ang next para sa'yo? Sa Pinas ka pa rin ba mag-aaral o gusto mo naman matry ang ibang bansa? Kung gusto mo malaman ang mga options na naghihintay para sa'yo, then please keep on watching. This is how this video will flow. Let's discuss when was the K12 implemented in the Philippines and what does this benefit the graduates. Then, let's discuss how much does it cost to study in the Philippines. Let's also discuss what is international education and when did it start. We will also discuss how much does it cost to study abroad? And let's answer which is a better choice. And finally, our recommendations to help you in your decision making. 2012 to 2013 is when the new K12 educational system was implemented in the country under the administration of late former President Benigno Aquino III. It consists of 1 year kindergarten, 6 years elementary education, 4 years junior high school education, and 2 years senior high school education. Dahil nga nadagdagan pa ng 2 taon na pag-aaral, ang isang K12 graduate ay maaaring una, ituloy ang pag-aaral sa kolehiyo, pangalawa, pwede rin ituloy ang pag-aaral ng mga vocational or technical courses na ino-offer ng TESDA. Pangatlo, kung gusto mo talaga magtrabaho, kahit na K12 graduate ka pa lang, pwede ka na mag-apply ng trabaho. O kaya naman, pang-apat, magbukas ng sarili mong negosyo. Now, how much does it cost to study in the Philippines? Just like other countries, there are different colleges and universities available in the Philippines and categorized between private and public. Public schools are usually free from elementary to college, while private schools charge fees. So let's make a sample estimate. A year's tuition fee from decent private colleges to top universities ranges from 28,000 pesos to 250,000 pesos. Plus, 12-month living cost ranges from 204,000 to 312,000, which in a month a college student can spend 17,000 to 26,000, especially if you're moving out from your parents' house. So roughly, your parents are spending 232,000 to 562,000 every year. Then, let's times that to 4 years since 4 years usually ang bachelor's degree dito sa Philippines. Now, that makes it 928,000 pesos to 2,248,000 pesos. Excluding pa rito yung possible increase in tuition fee every year. Let's discuss naman what is international education and when did it start. Although international education's exact definition is still ongoing, the most common example is having access for students to study in universities or colleges outside their home countries. And just a quick history, international education began in the year 1190 by Emo Friesland, who traveled from northern Holland to study at University of Oxford. Siya yung kauna-unahang foreign student sa university na yon. At present, countries like Canada and Australia are promoting international education more as their avenue to welcome new potential immigrants in their country. So how much does it cost to study abroad? Likewise, Canada and Australia are just some of the countries that implemented K12 in their education system earlier than here in the Philippines. With similar concepts and effects as to what is being done here in our country, Generally, tuition fees in Australian universities are relatively expensive even though it was already supported by the federal government. While in Canada, its government has subsidized the tuition fee so much that their local students pay an average of 6,500 Canadian dollars per year for an undergraduate course. With that, another feasible option for Canadian or Australian K12 graduates is to study vocational and training courses, or another term is diploma level courses. These are usually 1 to 2 years in duration and have more focused units relevant to your desired course programs. And the good news here is overseas students are allowed to enroll in these vocational courses. So you, a Filipino K12 graduate, is considered an overseas student. Pwede kang mag-enroll para makapag-aral ng gusto mong courses like accounting and bookkeeping, hospitality, information technology, marketing, business, and many more. So let's have a rough estimate as well. A year's school fees ranges from $6,500 to $23,000. However, depending on the school, you can pay the first term or the first semester as initial deposit ranging from $2,200 to $8,000. Plus, 1 year living costs ranges from $10,000 to $21,000. Then, let's divide it by 12 months, making it $830 to $2,500 per month. Plus, secure at least 1 year health insurance, which is roughly $490. The total fees to prepare initially to get into an Australian or Canadian college ranges from $3,520 to $10,990. Now let's try to answer which is a better choice. And to answer this question, it actually depends on what you want to achieve. Yes, kung magfo-focus tayo sa figures, then masasabi talaga natin na napakamahal mag-aral sa ibang bansa. And most likely, it is not a better choice to do so. For this matter, you are free to continue studying in the Philippines. However, if you are seeking a different experience outside your comfort zone while you are still young and want to acquire the highest quality education out there, and in order to have all this is to study outside the Philippines, then here are the factors to make it a better choice. Number 1, if you carefully check on the costs, the total amount of studying a bachelor degree in the Philippines, which is at least 4 years, is almost the same amount of fees your parents will spend to send you abroad to study in a 2-year diploma course. Number 2, academically speaking, you can finish your desired course in 2 years. That includes studying only relevant and focused units. No extra unnecessary subjects, if you know what I mean. And be trained during hands-on application by highly skilled and globally recognized trainers or instructors. Number 3, on your student visa, you are given work rights. This means you are allowed to work while studying. But be very mindful of the following. When your study begins, you are only allowed to work part-time, and that is 20 hours per week. But during official semester breaks or public holidays, you are then allowed to work full-time, and that is 40 hours per week. Number 4, you studying in countries like Canada and Australia can open opportunities for you to migrate to these countries. As long as matatapos mo ng maayos ang pag-aaral doon, you can qualify for the next appropriate visa That can eventually lead you to be a permanent resident or citizen of Canada or Australia. Number 5. And because you have started at 18 years old, you have the brightest future ahead of you. You are able to finish your desired course at the age of 20. Then, you start establishing your career. Your Canadian or Australian qualification is your advantage to secure high-paying jobs. You can easily adapt to complex situations because of your experience in dealing and meeting different people who came from different countries. You become more open-minded, independent, strong, and have a more sensible mindset. You can vouch for yourself that whatever life throws at you, you know you can overcome it. So this is our recommendations. Whichever option you choose, it is important to weigh things carefully. Start by writing down your study and career goals, and if studying abroad will make you reach those goals. Discuss with your parents your plan to know their willingness to let you go and live in a foreign country with or without relatives. You must also inform them of the costs it will incur in order to know whether they can support you financially or not, or who among your relatives can support you instead. Be firm in setting your boundaries. This is a good trait to harness because when you are miles away from your family, you have all the freedom to yourself, and if you aim to reach your goals on time, then you need to know when to say yes or no to pleasures or any distractions that can cause delay on achieving your dreams. Finally, be responsible. Even at the young age of 18, you already have the right to take in responsibilities. It is a good opportunity you give yourself to start being a better version of yourself than who you were yesterday. So I want to leave you this question. Which option will you choose? I hope you find this video helpful. Feel free to comment on your questions or any concerns related to studying abroad below. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified of our new videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.